Hi Taurus, come on in. Welcome. I'm going to be doing a general reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is general, so I'm not looking for anything in particular, but I will talk about whatever comes up. And just to let you know the flow, I'm going to start by drawing whatever comes out, some oracle cards for your overlying theme, the lens of perception for this message. Then I'll use a different deck of oracle cards to lay out the spread, and I will use tarot for additional clarification or confirmation. And I do have a couple of message cards that are actually messages from the universe that I want to end with. So let's take a look, Taurus. What do you have going on in your world? What do you need to know, see, have clarity or guidance with? What does Taurus need to hear, please, or see, Spirit? What do we have for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Or anyone who feels drawn to watch this. What do we have for Taurus, please, Spirit? Karma. There's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current life. Loss. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. And clearing. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine, mine, mine to God's, God's, God's. Such freedom. Wow, Taurus, I feel like there's something that has happened, a loss in love. In some way, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be for sure. But there's been a loss, a friendship, a relationship, something that didn't happen that you wanted it to. I feel like you're working through past life karma, and your lesson is to let go without trying to hold on and give it up to God. To a true offering arise. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine, mine, mine to God's, God's, God's. Such freedom. Clearly a painful lesson, but there's an awakening. There's something in this. There's an understanding for you to come to that what you're holding on and trying to cling to isn't for you, and that the divine has something better. But your lesson is to release and clear and trust and have faith, to let go and let God. On the bottom of the deck, you have awakening. O my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. Wow. All right, Taurus, let's take a look at the spread for you. What messages does Spirit feel like you need to hear or see? What guidance for your understanding or confirmation? Just what do we have for Taurus, please, Spirit? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Taurus, please, Spirit, guidance, clarity, confirmation. What do they need to see or hear? Crown chakra and heart chakra. Crown chakra, card number 9, the unlimited self. And card number 5, heart chakra, unfurling back to love. I'm not finished laying out the cards, but I'm just feeling with what's here so far, like you are having an awakening. You are coming to this point of the unlimited self where you are able to release. And I feel like through this process, it is healing your heart, this release, letting go, understanding from a higher perspective. And it's taking you actually back to your heart space in this healed, centered energy. It's actually beautiful. I feel a really grounded energy from this. What else do we have for Taurus, please? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What additional messages do we have for Taurus, please? Furried and feathered friends. You could be someone who's very in touch with animals. You might be an animal lover. You might even work in a field that relates to animals, veterinary or whatever. Or you're just someone who loves animals, or animals are really drawn to you. There's something about your spirit that is really in tune with the animal kingdom. You may even have animals that follow you around, either in dreams, images. Just pay attention to that. They're there to comfort you. There's something about this that is significant for you in your life. What else do okay. Mount Shasta and luminescence. Mount Shasta is so many things. Mount Shasta is a place that's considered to be, maybe it's not holy, I don't know, it depends on who you're asking, holy or a power place. It's part of the grid. It's a very significant place for connecting with the ethers. I'm not going to pretend like I know all about that, but definitely somewhere where the power is really strong. But I feel like this is really talking about you connecting with your foundation, your that part of yourself, and being open to receiving the messages that are coming to you. I feel like they're coming to you in your sleep, in your dreams. You're getting messages, upgrades, downloads, whatever you want to call that. You are getting information or clarity within this to help you heal and to move forward. It's not just to help you heal. I feel like it's to help you integrate what you have learned, the karma that you have cleared. You have karma associated with loss, and you are working on clearing this and awakening from this. This feels like an awakening to me, as well as these two cards, to heal this and to move forward, because there's something that you are supposed to do. I mean, clearly we all have something that we are supposed to do, but with this luminescence, it's all about, I feel like, here again, it's the heart chakra and the crown chakra. And I feel like you are, through this process, through connecting, maybe you're getting a new pet, maybe you've had an animal visit you in a dream that gave you some of this information, some of the missing pieces. But this is about you bringing these two aspects of yourself into balance. And I feel like it's about healing your heart, but there's something about this card, something about you. I feel like it's like the way this card is drawn, this image, the heart here, and the way that between her hands, the energy that flows between these, it looks like that machine that, I don't know what they call it, to shock someone's heart alive. It like reads the heartbeat. I feel like you're very sensitive. You pick up on, you may be sensitive emotionally, but what I mean is you are very sensitive to the energies around you, and you pick up on the vibrations of other people. You can detect or denote when they need healing, or when they're at a strong vibration. You can detect when there's something that you can do or that you have to offer. It's like this intuitive knowing. You just feel it in your heart space, or you're going to get to this point. But I feel like you are a healer, a very strong, powerful healer, and you heal the heart. You have this ability. I feel like it was innate. You were born with this. You've always had this, but you have awoken to this ability because of this karmic lesson of loss and clearing away the old karma that you have gone through. It has brought you to this point of luminescence, card number 35 or 8, to this awakening. Wow. Bottom of the deck is shine your light. When you get to this point, when you get this information and have this understanding, and you can feel this, know this, work with this, really, really develop this. And I don't think you even have to have it developed. Just go shine your light. I feel like just be you. Just get out there. Be around people. There's something about you that is very healing. But you're being asked to shine your light. You have something very radiant to share with this world. There's something about you that is very, very healing. I love this. Let's take a look at the tarot for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Can you tell us what additional messages or guidance does Taurus need to see, hear, understand regarding this message, please, Spirit? Let's see. Crown chakra and heart chakra. What do we need to see? Mother of Swords, Death, Justice, Four of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. This could have had something to do with your mother. This is a card of Libra, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's air. It's the Queen of Wands. Someone very fair, balanced, very direct, great communicator. Can be a little sharp-tongued at times, but someone who knows their truth, who speaks the truth, who lives by the truth. With Death, this is the card of Scorpio. Could be someone in your life who is a Libra, Scorpio, Cusper, or it could have to do with a change, an end in a relationship, a cycle. Could have been a literal loss or death, and I'm so very sorry if that's the case. I know personally how painful that is, and I'm sending you lots of love and light. But I feel like there's been a change or a shift, and it could even be you. Like there could have been an aspect of you, because this is someone who is, yes, they have emotions, but someone who's very intellectual, very logical, who perceives emotion through the intellect. And it could be that part of your awakening has to do with letting this ego aspect die and connecting with your emotions. To bring balance, to restore this justice. There has been an imbalance, I feel, between your heart and your head. It has led to this Four of Cups energy. This is dissatisfaction, boredom, having these cups and one being offered and feeling like it's just more of the same. Why would I want more of the same? I feel like this injustice has been this feeling of dissatisfaction with what you have. And through this process, in order to restore justice, there's been a need for you to look at your life, look at your story, look at what you're telling yourself, what you're writing about yourself, to look at this with, I don't know why I want to say this, the hermeneutics of suspicion, which is anyone who writes anything, whatever book it is, whether it's historic, it's a story, whatever, anyone who writes anything has their personal agenda behind the pen, and there's a need to read that story with the awareness of the fact that that person has their agenda behind the words that are written. And what I feel here is that you have been, or there is a need for you to look at your own story with the hermeneutics of suspicion, to look at your personal agenda, your mood when you wrote that, your experience when you carved that into your sense of who you are, to really look at why that makes you feel dissatisfied, why you are not satisfied with that, to just really reevaluate your story in order to do this healing and provide justice for yourself in the communication between your heart and your head. Let's take a look at furred and feathered friends. And speaking of that, my dogs are barking like crazy today. I'm sorry. I don't know why. It's trash day, but I don't hear the trash truck. All right, furred and feathered friends. Judgment, Five of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Ace of Wands. All right, I don't know who this furred or feathered friend is here, but there's something that happened. It could even be the loss of a pet as a child, or it could be, like I said, it could be an image or a dream, someone that came to you. But judgment, could be recognizing your call. You could be waking up and realizing that you are intended to be a veterinarian, whatever that means for you. I'm not saying that that's necessarily your case. You'll know. There's either a judgment call that was made, something that was very difficult with the Five of Wands, that not everyone having the same opinion or agreeing, or you could be in different mind within your head and your heart about what the right decision is, and you have had to go within to really voluntarily suspend yourself. I feel like this going within is this taking a look at your story, what you have written, and evaluating that from a different perspective to gain clarity. It's also recognizing your soul's purpose, your soul's calling, connecting with another. I do feel like you could have a soulmate, spirit guide, someone who's in the animal kingdom. Someone, I feel like it could even be a bird. Maybe you're seeing a lot of birds. There's something very significant about that for you. But you're finding a different perspective. You're recognizing the calling. You're overcoming the doubt and the fears by going within. And you have this epiphany, this new idea, this new spark that's so motivating for you. And look at this, like, you have been in this place of darkness, feeling cut off, not connected. That's this Four of Cups feeling. It's like you have everything by all appearances, but something's not right. Something feels like it's missing. And look, when you go through this hangman energy and you figure out this new perspective, look at all of this vibrant color and fire and excitement that is surrounding you, and this desire, this motivation, this new idea that you have. There's something very significant about this that really, really lights you up. Mount Shasta. It's like it colors your world. It's something that brings back this passion and desire and color and excitement to your life. And you figure it out through going within to look at something in a different way. Wow. All right, Mount Shasta. This is receiving information codes, dreams, intuitive hits, however that, this might, part of a tarot reading, especially for me doing like this for you, watching it in a video, if you see an image and it makes you think of something or brings a thought to your head or even an image to your head or just a feeling, that's the message that is intended for you. This is a personal experience, your interaction with this. So whatever this means to you, makes you think of, makes you feel, that's the message that's intended for you. But I feel like there is communication coming to you, something that you are understanding about. This is a Five of Pentacles, feeling shut off or alone, something about feeling disconnected from a lover, from a soulmate, from a twin flame, whatever you want to call that, however you resonate with that, feeling disconnected from, shut off from someone who you really do feel is your soulmate, someone who you feel is your twin. These birds look exactly the same. They look like twins to me. But you have now an intuitive understanding of why this was. I feel like it's this awakening, going through this experience was necessary to trigger this level of growth within you. And now that you have come to this point, you have this understanding, this intuitive understanding. And I feel like this whole process, not only do you have this intuitive understanding, it has set your intuition on fire. Like you are just so, you see it, you know it, you understand it. Like you're probably one of those people who looks at this and intuitively knows what every single one of these symbols means. Something about this has really, really strengthened you and your intuition, your knowing, and your trust in your knowing. Let's see, reminiscence. Eight of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Five of Cups. I feel like, when you get to this point, this healing place, this understanding of your ability to move the energy through, to change it, to transmute it, to heal it, to find that place of Zen and recognize the connection and the necessity of the flow between your heart and your higher self, your higher learning, your crown chakra. You're going to be able to get out of this Eight of Swords trapped in your head energy. Whenever it comes, whenever the thought comes to you, you're going to be able to shift this, to achieve victory over this feeling of loss and regret and sorrow. I feel like something that you're also coming to understand is that even if this person may not be here in your life in this moment, you are connected. You are always connected. And I feel like you are going to feel that very strongly. You're going to be very aware of this eternal connection that you have with this person. And there's something about that that's going to give you strength to overcome this feeling of loss. You're not going to get trapped in your head. I mean, you may have moments, we all do, but you're not going to sit there for very long. You're going to figure out what you need to do. You're going to take that deep breath. You're going to center yourself, and you're going to figure out how to overcome this, how to release yourself from those feelings. acknowledging what they are to you, the feeling of loss and the sorrow, to acknowledge that and feel that and let it flow through you, but not let it take over you into this crying over spilt milk. In fact, I'm going to put this card on top. You are going to master this for yourself. And I feel like there's something about you mastering this that you're going to help others with this process. Bottom of the deck is the Daughter of Pentacles, or the Page of Pentacles. This is someone starting out on a new journey. I feel like you have begun to discover this. No matter where you are in this, you are working through this, and you are going to find your way to this. You're determined, you're focused, you're practical. Of course you are. You're a Taurus. You know that Pentacles are Earth. But you're starting off on a new journey. There's something that you're being prepared for, is what I'm feeling. Let's get some messages from the universe, or from the cosmos, from Spirit. Some messages to leave Taurus with, please. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What additional messages or clarification do we have for Taurus, please? Right into this reality. I feel like there's something that you need to do. Like, it's interesting that I was talking about the hermeneutics of suspicion, because that does have to do with the written word. There's something you need to write into reality. Maybe you need to rewrite this story to give it this power, this foundation, and to help with your understanding. But write it into reality. The written word is very powerful. Each evolutionary turn requires you to give up who you think you are. Again, that's this message that I get up here. Give up who you think you are. Change. Write something new into reality. Okay, 2. Say yes to your open door. There's a door opening for you. I feel like that's part of what this is right here too. Say yes to this open door. Be open to this, to seize this opportunity. It's here for you. Your greatest work is your legendary legacy. Taurus, I don't know if you're supposed to be a writer, if you're supposed to be a veterinarian, maybe all of those things, I don't know, but there's something big that you are supposed to do, and it has to do with the written word and your story. Wow, say yes to your open door. Maybe there's something that you have always wanted to write. You didn't believe you had the ability to do it. I don't know, but I just feel this really strongly. Your greatest work is your legendary legacy. There's something big that you are doing that is going to benefit us in ways that you don't even imagine, that you can't even comprehend yet. But there's definitely something powerful that you were going to do, and it has to do with your story. Wow. All right, Taurus, I hope that this resonated for you, and if so, I hope it helped. If you want to help me out and leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, you guys know the drill. Any way you want to help my channel, I appreciate. But in any case, I truly love spending this time with you guys, and I hope that I see you again. Until next time, love and light.